for some form of space fleet out there in our solar system. But right now, it's just, oh, some satellites, some missiles, and that's important, and that's tough work. Don't get me wrong, but I think we fell short of the mark. Uh, in my books, I changed that. I take that as the basis, because we receive or we discover a message from deep space from the planet Comorica. We put together a 7 fleet ship to go to the Comoricans to meet them. So that changes Space Force right there to more of an operational command. But in Minerva, I started changing the organization and command structure of Space Force to what I see what it really ought to be. But that's my opinion, having been in the military.
Yes, we all have different ones, according to what we did. But yeah, I don't know. That's awesome, and I'm so glad you're doing it. Okay, so I'm just wondering. Hold on a second. Let me regather my thoughts. I just realized a couple things, so I'm kind of flabbergasted. Um, but so has your book come out yet, or are you still working on it coming out, or how exactly is that working?
Well, SCSG Explorer was published in 2023. So it's out on the ebooks, and you can find that through ChristopherLoric.com. The book that really seemed to give me consternation was Minerva, which was published last month. So it's now available on the various online stores. And Minerva is the continuation of the story of SCSG Explorer. Um,
Oh,
in
that's
Explorer,
awesome.
right? In SCSG Explorer, they discover some planets, new energy sources, space stations, and of course the Comorigans. Minerva is about trying to hold on to what we've discovered and captured actually from SCSG Explorer. I mentioned the planet in this book, 237 Prime. It has an energy source that improves all of our outputs, and we're able to miniaturize some weapons even. In Minerva, that planet is under constant attack, and that's where that Space Action Group, the SAG Liberator, is out there to try and stop those attacks, and those ships get beat up pretty bad while doing that. But yeah, they're both out, and I'm working on the third book, which I hope to have out next year. We'll see. Uh, Trying to get Minerva out was really painful, partially because I had to have a surgery that took me about 3 months to recover from. So I couldn't
Yeah.
work on anything. But I'm working on the third book, and uh, yeah, I'm trying to get that out by next year, as well as a couple other books that have nothing to do with this story arc, but other story arcs.
That's super awesome. Holy shnikes. I have so many stories that I want to write, but I have no time to do it, and you're just writing all kinds of books.
Time is difficult. I have a little plot of land that requires caring. My wife's constantly away from the house. I have 2 dogs that need exercise and training. And then, of course, things in the house. So it's like, okay, I got to focus in on the story. I got to write the stories. They're up here. I'm writing notes constantly. You know, but
Mhm.
I gotta get the story out for the audience, for the people. Yeah.
Definitely.
So
So Minerva was the first one, then SESG is the second one of the series
yeah,
that you wrote, or how does?
SESG Explorer was the first, and that's
Okay.
yeah, and that's where they get the message from deep space, and they go out to meet the Comorgans. Then Minerva comes along, and they many things are going on in Minerva. They're trying to hold on to what they discovered in Explorer and deal with the politics back on Earth. Uh, I address it only a little bit. Some people just want Earth to stay within its own solar system and hide from the galaxy. And others like, we're already out there, dude, and there's resources. We're going out there. So the storybook, the stories in Minerva is a diplomatic mission to deep space to find allies,
Mhm.
protect 237 Prime with the energy crystals. Uh, they decide to reestablish their authority on a space station they discovered and eliminate a threat that they discovered that they don't really know what the threat is. Uh, they were attacked in SESG Explorer, so now they go out with another expeditionary strike group to deal with that threat in particular. So, yeah, a lot of different story arcs going on in there in the same time space. So, I tried to ensure the reader knows, okay, I got this story arc. Now I'm going into this story arc. Okay, I got it. This is in now. And yeah, and originally Minerva was going to just be the deputy commander of SESG Explorer, taking out a strike group to deal with that threat. But next thing I knew, other people are wanting their story written while I was trying to write that one. So the diplomat wants his story told, and the aliens that I start discovering in the book want their story told. So it's like, all right. And Paul Connington, the commander of the strike group Retribution, it's like, hey, don't forget about us. So,
We're over
uh,
here.
and really, I screwed up with his mission set. I forgot how much of it I had written. So I wrote uh, not the final chapter, but next to the final one. And I'm looking at it, and I look at the earlier chapters like, oh no, I got to go back and rewrite and make them seamless, that they're one story, because I really kind of screwed up on some of the ships and all of that. And I had to go back and remember, and that took about 4 or 5 different uh, writing out again by hand what was going on with those ships. I got it straight. It's there. It's now good.
Well, it's really weird how time shifts and time changes, and this is reality. Like, I don't know about you, but sometimes time is really fast, sometimes time is really slow, and nothing adds up really. And according to astronomers, etc., time is actually speeding up. I'm like, well, yeah, I've been saying that for a while, but is it really true? I don't know. Um, I don't know if I can believe anything these people are saying. Yeah, it does really seem like time is weird. It could be just because I'm getting older and time escapes me, and so does, thoughts in my mind. But I don't know. It just seems like time has been really, really strange for the last at least 20 years, maybe 15. But yeah, it's been on and off, like accelerated and slow, accelerated and slow. And it just be my imagination or wishful thinking.
So, um, Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I saw headlines where he says, time does not exist. It's a man made thing. And I'll totally
Mhm.
disagree with that, because as a Christian, I'm told God created time. And
Mhm.
in the Bible, he gives us how to measure time. And then you have Einstein with the general theory of relativity that talks how time, as you approach the speed of light, there's a change. And then there's other astrophysicists that speak about the paradox of time, as if you're traveling close to the speed of light or at the speed of light, and you encounter different people along that XY axis and you communicate, you're going to confuse people because you're talking a past event, a future event. It may be the current event to you, but to somebody else, it's a past event, and somebody else is a future event. And I noticed I've kind of started looking at time since I started writing the books. And in the Bible, time is plural. It says times. So, and perception of time. I mean, we're told a year is like 1,000 years to God, or a day is like 1,000 years to God. We view time differently from a perspective, but it's there. It's happening in this physical realm of dimensions and planes, and we're experiencing it. Now, kind of like what you're saying, I'm older now, so uh, time seems to go really fast, whereas when I was much younger, time seems slower. But I've lived
Mhm.
60 years now on the planet, so I have that much expanse of experience where time is small. Whereas a 5-year old, an hour is a long time because they've only lived for 5 years. So that's a perception
Yeah.
of time. Uh, and the movie Deep Blue Sea, the one with the intelligent sharks that are eating people, uh, they explain time. For some reason, they got into time. And the cook goes, "Well, I look at it this way. If you grab an electric wire, 5 seconds seems like an hour. But you grab
Does.
a hot woman, an hour seems like 5 seconds." you know? So it's like,
It's true.
and that's the thing. I mean, what's the saying? When you're having fun, time flies. And when you're doing a task you
Mhm.
really don't like, that clock just takes forever to click along.
Slow molasses.
So, yeah, I do say time exists. It's a variable, it's not a constant. And I think Einstein and maybe even quantum physics kind of seems to view time as a variable and not as a constant. So you have the general theory of relativity, you have quantum mechanics, quantum physics, and they look at time again as a variable. So how does that play into our universe, our existence? You know, and is it when you say faster than light? Do I instantly go from one point to another point, or do I have to travel through some sort of uh, tube of space, time, dimension, planes, or is it literally I think it and I'm right there? Travel at the speed of
Mhm.
thought. It's
Right?
a beast.
Yeah, so many things these days are like different than like we grew up with, like black holes and different things like that. Now they're saying, we're not quite sure if it works that way. Maybe it could be the opposite. I don't know. I'm not out there to witness it, but I've always been afraid of black holes, and then especially when they said there was one right outside our universe. Basically, it was pretty close to us, but not too far away, close enough to be threatening. And then you didn't hear anything about it anymore. So it's like, what the heck is happening? But then there's the whole Mandela effect thing where we're on a certain time course, and then all of a sudden there's a glitch. could be due to CERN, could be due to different other things, and then we're on a different route. Could be we changed or somebody else changed. Generally, it's something or somebody else changed. We're just like, what the heck is happening? I don't know. Does that happen when your people are out in space and they're traveling? Do things change due to time change and atmospheres, etc.?
So I'm keeping the story kind of along a constant with time in particular. One of the things that Star Trek, the original series, handled time travel twice. And one was, I think they misdid it, the one where yesterday is tomorrow, where they accidentally go back and they get the Air Force pilot. Uh, Warp speed is traveling faster than the speed of light, but they hit warp factor 4 or 5, whatever it was, going around our sun and start braking. They would have done loops around the sun and the planet at warp speed. Uh, I think uh, not the Search for Spock, but Star Trek 4, the movie, they actually used time travel to go get a whale, but they did again the breaking around the sun, right?
Yeah.
But Star Trek Enterprise, they spent what 2 seasons in the so-called Time Wars, and that just irritated me. Uh, and Star Trek: The Next Generation played a little bit with time travel, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Who
Yeah.
does a
With
phenomenal job
yeah.
with time travel. What was the other show? H.G. Wells. I think he did pretty good with it. But it's just really a hard concept, especially on the mechanics, to do anything with anything other than linear time travel. And after watching some of the astrophysicists talk about the paradoxes of traveling at not warp speed, light speed, I'm like, I want to avoid that. And therefore, in my books, you travel through a hyperspace, so you're shortening distances. So you're traveling faster than light, but your travel through there will still correspond with the time on Earth. Uh, I negate those arguments by basically, without saying it, traveling through hyperspace maintains a time equilibrium because it's some form of wormhole, like in DS9 or Star Wars or even Babylon 5, which they had regular space and hyperspace as two different dimensions, and they travel and could set in hyperspace because it was a different aspect of space. So it didn't mess up the time equilibriums. And that's kind of how I chose my travel through space. Because if it takes a year to get out from Earth to a point in space, I want that year to transpire on Earth. So when you come back, you've done 2 years, out 1 year, back 1 year, 2 years have elapsed on Earth. You know, that way the continuity of the story stays there and not run into the paradoxes that can happen. I might be interesting to write about that, where you're traveling out and when you come back, um, what was it? Not Inception, was it? The movie with Matthew McConaughey, uh, where they went through a couple of black
He's trying.
holes, and his daughter was like 15, and when he returned, she was on her deathbed saying goodbye to her grandchildren, and he had not aged outside of just that time travel. So there are storylines out there that do that. I think it's not Inception. Uh,
Yeah, there's another one, and I think it was with Matthew McConaughey, and they're living somewhere, maybe Kansas or something, where it's really dusty, musty, and stuff. And
that's the
he goes to
movie.
space, and then he tries, and then he
Yeah,
gets in this little like where you can see different like bookshelves and stuff, and you're seeing what's going on the other side, but you can't relate or you can't talk to them. It's like, oh my gosh,
yeah.
that would be so frustrating.
The movie is
So
Interstellar.
scary.
That's the one I was looking at. Interstellar.
Yes.
That's the one you're talking about. And they were in the fifth dimension, and he was
Mhm.
trying to communicate to his daughter to tell her to tell him not to go. but
Didn't you do
uh,
that in the first place? I don't know.
but
She'll
when
listen the first time.
yeah, but she sends him back out there. She's an old woman. She's dying now, and said goodbye to her grandchildren and said, "You've left this lady way out there on alien planet, and she's alone. Go to her." so, uh,
I think
which
they do eventually meet up, but I don't know. Like I've watched so many different movies, it's hard to keep up with it. But that part of it to me was just like, holy shnikes, could you imagine being in that position and you're like trying to knock out books or doing whatever you can to communicate with her because you can't just like yell out and she'll hear you. Time and space is very scary.
right, and so I'm not sure what technical aspects some of these screenwriters do, like Interstellar. They're talking about going through a black hole or around a black hole, uh, not actually through it, but around the sphere, the coronal sphere. Uh, so they're pulling off of some hard science theory, I should say, not really hard science, more the theoretical science about gravity and speed of light and what that really does. Um, and Interstellar, I think, did a pretty good job of that, especially with the closer you get to a singularity, the slower time moves. Again, it's a variable. And they really don't know how gravity affects time, but we can see through the mathematics that it does affect time. We just can't find that real correlation to it. Yeah. Smart people are working on it.
Yeah,
I think Brian
I
Cox may
can't quite
actually be working
understand
on
it.
it.
Yeah, and I've also heard recently like, how gravity isn't really a thing. I'm like, are you serious? And it's just like flat Earth and other things like that. Like we are taught certain things, and it's ingrained in us. So when we hear these other things, we're just like, get out of here with that shenanigans. Like I don't even want to hear that. Like where were you raised? And I don't know. I've had different discussions like that, and then I look at all the scientific things and things like that, and I'm just like, kind of makes sense. But at the same time, I don't want to admit it because then I'm like, what's happening right now? Things are going crazy.
Yeah.
The
I
world is
mean,
crazy.
I have heard about the flat earthers. I'm wondering how much of it is a joke and a jab at, uh, well, I call it the religion of science. You know, science has become more of a religion in a lot of ways, Hollywood science especially. So I wonder if they're just jabbing at them, and these guys get all uppity about it. What do you mean? The word's circular. Well, it's not really a circle or a globe. It's elongated, you know. But
Our universe is flat. Why would our Earth not be flat? I don't know. It's so weird. I'm confused. And I'm almost 55.
but yeah, I find it if we've already disproven that the Earth is flat, why do you give credence to anybody that's really tagging you on it? Uh, Maybe they're just trying to get, as we used to say growing up, your goat. Just get you upset.
Get your goat. Get your goat. It's true. I don't
Uh,
know. The older I get, the stranger the world is, of the universe and everything. I'm just like, I don't even want to know anymore. I'm just gonna watch my kids grow, my grandkids grow, and be good with that. But I don't know. I'm still curious. Like, what the heck? But yeah, it's very intriguing.
it
I'm looking
is.
forward to reading your book. Like I said,
Now, I was just going to say the newer technology, like the James Webb Telescope, we're seeing more, and the observations appear to be disrupting a lot of theories that we've had and that we've clung to in science for the past 30, 40
Mhm.
years, maybe a little longer than that. But what we're observing, it's like maybe our theories aren't quite right, and there's a reason why they're a theory. They're not a fact. They're a theory. They're something we use to understand our existence, our universe, our planet. But as we get more data, more information, that theory may be proven wrong, and new theory comes out. You know, um, again,
I feel like I'm just with this because like science was my favorite subject growing up, and I did really really good at it. Um, but it's generally left up to hypothesis. Well, I think this is going to happen, but this actually happened or whatever. You're continually like testing things and trying to figure out things, and I don't know. I think it makes you smarter and think deeper, et cetera, et cetera. But like you said, like there's so many things outward of our knowledge that we're still looking to. Everything's changing. Everything is weird. It's weird and strange.
so as I say, I'm a Christian, but I'm a old Earth Christian. That is, I I don't accept that the Earth was created in 4,000 B. There's a date, October something 4,000 something BC. I don't accept that. Uh, Too many other data points say the Earth's older than that. But there was a old um, 70s, 80s. Uh, there was a theory that there was the earth was different before Adam was created. And about 2, 3 years ago, out came more of these teachings talking about a pre Adamic world where they're saying, no, really, the earth is probably about 4.5 billion years old, and the galaxy universe, and according to James Webb Telescope, maybe even older than what we think. But there was a
Like
Earth
trillions
with
more.
inhabitants, and there's the spiritual battles and all that, but there was civilizations before man was created, which will, and what they're saying in the language being used in Genesis 1, 2, that's an earth that was destroyed by floods, and now God's going to move on it to recreate it, and then create man to put on earth. So we had something before that. And when you look at Easter Island, uh, the different pyramids
Giant.
and Stonehenge, plus the pyramids in Egypt and in South America, maybe they were built before man was ever created. You know, we keep saying the pyramids and the Sphinx was built like 3600 BC, and yet they're
I don't
talking
believe
about the
that. I don't.
the various evidences archaeologically around the Sphinx showing it was actually in a uh, not a desert, but more of a forested, properly watered area, and it has water lines. So, are we trying to fit everything into a model that doesn't work? And you were talking hypothesis. If you approach it from a more critical analysis, you have your hypothesis. Okay, the pyramid was built in 3600. Well, my null hypothesis must say no, it wasn't. It could have been built 10,000 years ago. Okay,
Or more.
now now you can work on your theory based off of data and analysis. When were they actually built? And then
Yeah, there's so
when
many
you,
things about it. You
yeah,
go.
and no, and that's why I can't accept whatever a science says as this is the absolute truth. It's like, really? Are you working off a hypothesis or a theory, or do you really know? And, for somebody to say, like you mentioned, gravity doesn't exist, um, what I have seen, we don't understand gravity. Gravity does
Mhm.
exist. It's the attraction of two items based off of their mass, and there's some sort of connection. But how fast does this planet have to spin to keep you there before you fly off? That's one thing. But gravity, how does it really work? And, you might say, well,
And other
you
people are
don't.
saying we're not even spinning. I'm like, what? And they're like, no, we're not even spinning. The universe is moving. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we
It doesn't make
spin.
sense to me. Sometimes it kind of does. I always thought that because, like, I've tried out gravity with Easter baskets and things like that with my eggs in there. And, if I spin it, the things stick to it. So to me, it
Right.
made sense. But, you know, looking at different directives and different objectives, etc., it kind of opens you up to different generalities and stuff.
Well,
I wish I
and
didn't do that.
well, no, it goes back to critical analysis of an idea. Somebody comes out with an idea, and it's why some of the sciences don't make sense. They don't go through proper peer review, where somebody of your
Mhm.
field, you send them your data and all that, they look at it and say, oh, yeah, you got it right. Yeah, this makes sense. Or, whoa, you got some major gaps here. And not all hypothesis turns into theories, not all of them get accepted. But by the same token, there's also a thought out there that scientists are in a groupthink, that whatever somebody said 20 years ago, you cannot disagree with that. Even if you have data that shows that theory is wrong, you dare not disagree. And that's where,
There's no
uh,
growth in.
no, there's no growth. There's no actually progress in our thinking or technologies. Uh, we want to travel to the furthest planets in our system, and we can't get there because we don't let our creativity and imagination roam. It needs to be disciplined. It needs to be a proper way of doing it, but still, to be inventive, you have to have imagination and creativity in order to come up with the inventions. And we could do better, but I think it's Dr. Weinstein who's pretty much saying that, and I'm paraphrasing, I may be butchering what he said, but the science community as a whole has crushed the ability to progress beyond what uh, they decided 30, 40 years ago. And so, how do you break out of that?
Yeah, and I've seen that like they've crushed it and they've come back and re-realized things like the way they used to date dinosaur bones and stuff like that. They did it by the things around it and underneath it. Now they have some other way to do it. So now they're finding that they're actually like we thought. I don't know about you, but me, they're actually older or newer than we originally thought. Like, I don't know, the things carved on pyramids and things like that. People only carved what they witnessed or experienced on these stones. They didn't just be like, okay, well, I'm going to imagine this and carve it on a stone on this epic, piece of history. No, they carved things that they knew, which are dinosaurs and other random things like that. They were here a lot earlier and a lot later, I believe, than they actually said they were. And I'm not going to be like, oh, well, scientists said, and let that stop me from believing that because there's still even sightings today. I don't know. It's pretty intriguing to me what's going on in our world
It
and our
is,
universe.
um, in the theology world, just like in the science discipline, because it's a discipline, it's not an actual entity. Otherwise, it's a religion with its own priesthood. Um, but if you actually look at it, a lot of things are not settled or agreed upon by a majority. It's why you have the peer reviews. Even in theology, if you want to publish something that says, here's what the Bible is really saying, or the Quran, you have to go through a process of validation. And in science, the discipline of science, you have to go through that discipline. And sometimes you get that dogma in both camps, any camp really, that stops you from going to that next level of evolution, discovery, of hey, wait a minute, you got stopped here, but now we know newer and better things. That theory can actually now progress to this level, and we get newer technology, different technology that may not be poisonous to the planet and be helpful to mankind in achieving. You know, one of the things I use in SESG Explorer, I have rail guns on the ships. We've developed that technology today, but we don't have the proper power or ship structure to handle a rail gun. We have the technology, it's there. We just don't have the supporting technology to support rail
Mhm.
guns. Uh, I don't go into how they solve it because I'm not an engineer to try to solve that. But in the second book, Minerva, I do talk about weapon systems that cannot be controlled, that actually can destroy the ship if they tried to employ it. It was a requirement for this weapon system, but when told we don't have the relays, we don't have the systems, we don't have the programming, we can't control that energy and how it flows. The admiral says, okay, shelf it. Don't destroy it. Keep the research. One day something will come along, but we're killing that program and going on to something else, which is a decision making aspect, which we can be pretty good at. But it's one of those things that this is the thought, this is the way we're going to think. We're not going to accept any other thinking. And when you do that, be it in the military, in the diplomacy, in the sciences, in theology, and mind you, theology does have certain guardrails, and so does science that you need to observe. Otherwise, you get way out there and it's really wrong. But when you don't allow that innovation, especially in the military, I've had this happen where I've had to fight the system in order to get the guy on the ground the help they need. because they want to stick to a dogma that really did not apply. And they insisted on that until uh, I finally convinced actually some O6s this will work. You can do this. The plane will fly. You don't have to be afraid of that.
Yeah.
So we got the people on the
Right.
ground the help they needed. So, but yeah, it is. It's how you have to be disciplined in your thinking, but you can't constrain your thinking from new ideas. And if you get that new idea, you need to test it. Is it a good idea? Is it a viable idea? Or is it actually unethical or immoral or it'll cause harm? Then you get rid of that one and you keep on the ones that
Yeah.
will help people, that are moral, that are ethical.
Yep. There's definitely different levels to go through, but man, I'm super excited about your books. And yeah, I'm sorry that I thought this book that we were talking about was your original book. Like, we're bringing it out, it's going to be epic. And then there's another book. Had I known that, I would have referenced that. Hey, check out this book, and we're going to be putting this book out, and you guys need to know about this. But either way, I don't know. I think it's epic that you are writing about not only things that you know about, but things in your, imagination, and putting it all together for a story that could, in fact, someday be true. You never know. But it's very awesome to witness that, like we did, Star Trek. For me, that's my fave. Star Wars is okay, but so many different stories going on as far as the future, and we're facing it right now. So many different things that are happening that we can't control, and I'm pretty sure things have been happening before our knowledge, even that are happening right now. That the government has known that they won't tell us, haven't told us for so very long. Yeah, it's a pretty epic time, I do believe.
Yeah. So you may have, and your listeners may have heard the rumor that President Eisenhower signed a treaty with a group of aliens.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Secret, probably top secret, obviously, but how, why, and why the United States over any other country? Uh, what would the aliens want that we could provide them? Scary thought there. Uh, but what technology may have come? I mean, the UAPs they're talking about, uh, is it really alien visitation or is it um, technology we got from alien crashes, or is it our own ingenuity that came up with this technology? Um, is it a manned aircraft? Is it an unmanned aircraft? I mean, what they're talking about that the thing, some of these aircraft they notice the instant speeds they attain. Could we have figured out some sort of gravity drive that would achieve that? Uh, I think we as a species are very clever, very insightful. We can be very intuitive. We can be very creative. Um, or are we drawing off of technology that we discover from a past civilization on our planet? And therefore, we'll talk about aliens to divert attention, or
Mhm.
have we actually encountered aliens? Now, um,
I think at the speed that we've grown and stuff, within 100 years, we've grown hundreds of years. And I'm thinking there was Eisenhower, but wasn't there somebody else as well before Eisenhower who were talking to them? I think Eisenhower actually signed the actual document with them that, you can take so many people as long as we get this amount of technology from you. went from, kids and people working in factories and weaving and woven things to cell phones and computers and Wi-Fi and all these other crazy things. Like, how does that happen in that amount of time when in the past, which I don't think we truly know our past. I think our past has been erased so many different times, and certain buildings, even including the pyramids, were here from past civilizations. We just came upon it, and people are just thinking, "Oh well, the Egyptians built this, they're doing this and this and that and that." Even places here in America were built before then. I don't know, have you ever heard of the theory of Tartaria and the Tartarians and the Great Wall of China? And the way that the holes that you would generally have a lookout and use your weapons through are actually facing towards China and not the other direction. Like that to me was like, wow, what is going on here?
Right.
they're just lying to us, I feel. And I don't know.
Well, the one that I'm the most familiar with would be the pyramids and how I'm blanking on the gentleman's name who's in charge of all the antiquities in Egypt. He refuses to let anyone from outside of his office really explore what's underneath the pyramids and the Sphinx. Um,
Mhm.
any theory that does not say the Egyptians with the tools, like tin and copper nails and stone hammers, built the pyramids and they moved these giant rocks. Anything that would dispute that, he shuts down instantly. Um, and
Yeah.
there's the theory that underneath the Sphinx are emerald tablets from Atlantis that talks about technology and items from Atlantis, but nobody can go down there and look. He won't let it happen.
Not until a certain year. But did you see what happened with the pyramids? They did one of those underground things and it shows like spirals and
Oh yeah,
underground cavernous areas. I'm like, what the hell? Because we always just looked up here. We never looked down there until now. And I'm just like, what is that? I'm blown
it's,
away, really.
well, I mean, one theory is it's not really a burial site; it's more of a water uh, control device. So, at one point they said it was cities, but maybe it's just a way of getting down to water generating mechanisms to make sure you service them and so forth. So, yeah,
And also, not to interrupt you, but never ever has the pyramids been a burial site. Like they go in there and they look, there's not anything as far as burials. Burial sites are found uh, basically out in the desert in different places where nobody expected to look. Like they dig and dig and dig and find these different things. It's not, I think it was actually, from what I've seen, from what they've dug up, is like a PowerPoint, something to power whatever, could be the spacecraft, could be the city next to it, which used to be huge, bigger than it is today. Um, I know, like the spirals and then the tunnels and then the housing units and stuff like that that are underground. How do you even find that except for with this technology that we have now? And so I'm just like excited and surprised to see what are they going to find next. Yeah, like a lot of pharaohs and different families associated with them have always been found out in the desert under different cliffs and clefts or things that have generated
like
over the years. And oh my
like
gosh, I
the
can't believe I found this too.
yeah, I mean, Valley of the Kings is the primary, but there are a few others. But yeah, the
Yeah.
missing hieroglyphs inside the pyramids. Uh, you um, I kind of wanted to do a story on them, but I got that check going. Nope, the pyramids and the Sphinx are not for you. Uh, write more about adventures in space. Yeah. keep with
That's where I'd not
SESG.
listen to them and go the other way. That's
Yeah.
just how I am.
Well, I mean, I can be interested in it, just not to write about it and explore it in writings. Uh, can I use it in a sci-fi novel in the future? Sure. Uh, I have a outline for a spin-off book to SESG Explorer in Minerva, dealing with the secret colony. Uh, but yeah, I could explore something about pyramids in that if it works into the story. So that way I could. But what I wanted
Yeah.
to write about, I got that check in the spirit going, nope, that's not for you to write. uh, so,
Move on.
but Earth for me in my story is we may have been visited by aliens. And actually, in the third book, one of my aliens that I introduced in the second book comes to the conclusion Earth is its home world and that they were taken from Earth and mutated slightly into the species they are. So I do that in my stories. Uh, in Minerva, the diplomat and the captain of the ship are actually looking at the two aliens they discover, and they're going through records and they find the type of animal here on Earth they would represent. But they're kind of like, well, that's kind of not for us to really deal with. We're out here to create a coalition of nations. That's for the scientists and philosophers and political leaders back home to figure out. We're going to try and work with them to achieve our mission, our goal. So, but yeah, in SESG Explorer, as space station, they encounter a situation that nobody likes, and the admiral uh, gets a little concerned that the stories of space visitation and abductions are really happening and true. And for him, he has to put a stop to that somehow. He can't he can't stomach that aliens come to Earth and snatch up people. It's just
Yeah.
gets under his skin.
How could you?
I mean, yeah, I mean, okay, we want to kill each other. That's one thing, but how dare you come and do it?
Right? And that one, had it not been for government and other things like, putting us against each other, we'd be fine. Seriously. But there's politics and racism and other different things that I believe, have grown past. Now we're back in the bottom piss of it. Like, what the heck just happened? We just went on rewind and now we're regenerated as far as racism and other things went. And it really makes me sad because we were getting somewhere and now not. But I guess that's just the way politics and things work, which is why I don't like politics. I don't couple to any freaking party, really. If I believe in somebody, I'll vote for them. If not, I don't. So I haven't voted in a very long time. But I see what the government's doing, and I think being a part of the government, you actually see deeper into what the hell they're doing. Other people are just like, oh no, it's this and this and that and that. No, I see what's going on here. And it really makes sense in the long run, but not to me as far as like how I want to live my life and stuff. But I don't know. I think we're in a very sad place in our life. And as far as the world and earthquakes and volcanoes and all kinds of things going off, it's a very scary time. And I wish I had a spacecraft to go and check out new lives, new civilizations.
And may not be able to come back to Earth because of what we do to our own planet. uh,
I ain't going to
yeah,
Mars, tell you what.
yeah, Calvin might be there for the movie Life. Uh,
Right?
but well, I mean, I would like to actually see a colony on the moon, which we were,
Hmm.
by the projections of the 60s, 70s, we were supposed to be on the moon by the 1990s. And things got in the way. The problem with people is control. There's several people who want to be in
Hmm.
control of other people. And our republic, the United States of America is not a democracy. We're a republic. And there's a big
Yeah.
difference. Is democracy
Mhm.
is mob rule, and if you get 51% of the votes or the majority of the vote, you can criminalize a whole subset of your society. In a republic, you really have difficulty doing that because you vote a
Mhm.
representative to go to represent your stances, your viewpoints, and they have to negotiate with other representatives to come up with a working nation. And that helps to protect individual liberties and freedoms. And no, a simple majority doesn't criminalize an entire subset of people. You can't do that. But
No, it takes a lot more than that.
one way to destroy a republic, call it a democracy, because then everybody
Yeah.
thinks it's all a simple majority, and it's not. Uh, but that was designed to keep people from really trying to control other people. And the way the framers of the Constitution made it, it was supposed to be very difficult to get into a war. Uh, Now, my last assignment was with NATO at their Transformation Command. But George Washington, when he left office in 1797, he did this big speech. It's a great speech. And he warned us, do not enter into long term alliances. Short term alliances with a
Mhm.
goal you can do, but long term alliances will
Say like
always
two,
get you
three
into a war.
years.
Hmm?
Yeah, 2, 3 years. That's cool because you can still keep tabs on things and keep up with things. And any longer than that, yeah, it just gets deep and dark and different things like that. So I totally agree with that.
And when the Soviet Union collapsed and the Warsaw Pact closed, I questioned, why are we in NATO? What's the purpose of NATO now? But
Yeah.
and we follow what George Washington said, we would have exited NATO at that point. There was the mission in NATO
Mhm.
had been succeeded. Um,
Were we
Now,
in NATO already in George Washington's time? That is insane if that's real.
no,
Holy
no,
shnikes.
NATO came
I,
out in the late 1940s. Uh, uh,
okay, I was about to say, holy shnikes, was it that far back? I didn't think so.
no, but George
No.
Washington had the foresight to say long term alliances are bad for the United States of America. Don't do it.
We
He looked at all
need
the
to go back to that.
previous histories of man and said every time
Mhm.
one country was in a long term relationship with another country, they ended up in war and possibly destroyed by that war. The Greeks are a
Yeah.
great example.
Yeah.
So he just gave that warning, and NATO is our longest alliance um, that we've had. And look at the issues
And
going
it's
on
caused
with that.
problems. Yeah. It's caused so many different problems. Is it really worth it? Yes, I do agree. Let's work together. Let's do different things. But, oh, we're going to have a club and you're not invited. No, let's have a club where everybody can speak on it, whether you agree with them or not, and then make a decision. I don't know, but I do agree. Like with George Washington, I used to read the old encyclopedias and stuff about the presidents, which sounds really dull, but I was bored. It was before I got a Nintendo.
Yeah.
But I'm reading about George Washington and everything in his wooden teeth and stuff, and man, that guy was epic, and UFO sightings and everything going on there. But no, go back to the basics, really, and where we've gotten to now is really bad. I think we need to wash it all out and go back to the beginning. Really, no matter what it takes, because where we're at right now is very, very sad and scary. I can't believe we're here at this point, really.
And it's one reason why we chose to live in East Tennessee. We like uh, what we saw in Tennessee over several other states. Some states I just flat out refuse to live in. I don't even like to visit them anymore. But those are
Mom, you guys should come visit Colorado.
Colorado's a nice place. I've been to
I'll
Breckenridge
show
a
you
couple of times.
around.
Yeah,
And
but
we're down in the southern area, and there's so many beautiful different places. And I love the fact that you can go from desert to the mountains. Like there's deserts, plateaus, and mountains. Everything you can even think of as far as land masses and such go. It's just beautiful, and the people are super cool. I've always seen like Texas coming to visit, but this year it's pretty epic. Like everywhere I look, there's Texans running around, which, hey, I see what they've been going through and stuff, and I can't even imagine that all the flooding and everything. This is like biblical, but also I think it's to do with cloud seeding and stuff, which I don't want to take you on that whole thing, but it's a very scary, sad time in our lives, I think, and I feel really bad for those families, for real.
yeah, no, disasters like that. I mean, East Tennessee and Virginia and North Carolina, we got hit hard with Helene,
Mhm.
and there's still people suffering from that. Still dying homes here in East Tennessee. Those are really devastating weather incidences, and we didn't expect Helene to come up and hit us like it did. That was a surprise to everybody. But weather patterns, we can't control them. All we can do is be as smart
Well,
as we can about where we
actually,
put a house.
and people are cloud sitting and doing things like that. And I don't know if you know or not, but before that even happened, the government and other people came in to try to get these certain lands in North Carolina, which I went to boot camp in South Carolina, went to combat training in North Carolina, and we went through hurricanes. We went through stuff like that. We never saw anything like that. They try to come through and buy lands from people, but these people have been based there forever and they didn't want to leave. And then all of a sudden, well, if you're not going to leave, we're going to flush you out, is what it seemed like because they all got flushed out. And then now the government's in control of that land. Like, how does that work? I don't know. Like, I don't know. It really, I don't want to say that because I sound crazy to myself when I do say that, but then look at what's happening and it really is happening. Like a lot of these people have been wiped off the map. Other people, it doesn't really matter. The government is coming up and taking over, just like in California in certain places. Um, why? Because there's deposits of things that you can use for cell phone batteries and other things along those lines. You know, to me, it's really weird. And I would hate to think that my government would do that, but at the same time, at this point, I really wouldn't put anything past them. And I'm going to go hide now so they don't come and get me. Just kidding.
Well, and that's the thing. If the republic is doing its job, you wouldn't have the bureaucracy state or bureaucratic state being able to do a warfare against its own citizens. I mean, the EPA has some horrible regulations and not based in law, uh, but they will deprive people of livelihood and homes. And they try to do it without having to obey the Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendments of the Constitution.
Mhm.
You know, oh, we're protecting the environment. We're keeping everybody safe. I mean, that's a big lie of being able to steal from people. The
Yeah,
EPA was a good idea, but it's turned into a horrible nightmare. So, yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. And it's why there's one part of my trilogy that I will deal with that type of thinking, but that's at the end because my
yeah,
focus has been on how do we encounter and deal with aliens in hostile environments. And in SESG Explorer, I do have some ethical and thought issues that come up. I don't harp on them. I talk about the reality of trying to solve them. And that kind of, you think that's the end of it, but no, it's not. And in Minerva, we come back to it. And in
mhm,
Minerva, one of the aliens, like, wow, these humans really think they're going to be able to stay here and control this. And he kind of looks at what the humans are doing versus what the past owners of the space station had done. He goes, this one might actually have a chance. Maybe I better contact my old home world and see if we want to get involved. But
mhm.
yeah, I mean, I do throw in some, I think, thought provoking subjects for the reader to think about. And can you justify that? Can you justify it on Earth? Or that's a big no no on Earth, but out there I can. So,
Right.
but yeah, SESG Explorer has just a couple of those. Minerva, I only talk about it once about genocide, and
Oh
but
my gosh.
they had the discussion about it, but there's actions in the book that indicate genocide. And it's like, is genocide really ethical? And how do we as humans deal with genocide? And what does that do to us as a people?
It's not ethical, and I do believe it's happening right now. Like, I don't know how many news stories and things I've looked at, and I look at it from every freaking angle I can because I don't want to be like, oh, well, this person said, so I'm going to believe it. I want to look at every angle I can, and people going to pick up food for their families are being killed, and this is repetitively happening. I don't understand how this is happening. And especially the last that I saw of it was they're going to US sites to get food for their families and being attacked. How does this happen? How is this allowed to happen? And then there was a video that I saw this evening about people, and there's like a berm. So, you know, a berm where you do target practice and stuff. That to me is what it reminded me of. Like, there's a berm, that's what you shoot into, but they're shooting over it. Some people are shooting around it. You can't see what's going on the other side, but there's people being shot and killed. And why? Why? And you can hear one guy saying, "Yep, think we got one." What is
Mm.
that? And why is that? Like, I don't understand what is going on in Gaza and Israel for us to take out all these people. And I think we're not personally doing that. I think Israel has done it for a very long time. And maybe the state that we're in right now, we are doing it too. I hate to think that, especially for our service people that are over there. Like, could you imagine being in that state and having to do that against your will? Because generally it is against what you believe in when it comes to stuff like that. You can't to go somewhere else, but I'm not going to. But yeah, it's very sad in life right now. And I just don't understand it. And I hope it stops soon. It
Well,
really breaks my heart.
I mean, Gaza and Israel is a complex problem that the United
Mhm.
Nations and the United Kingdom created. Uh, when they, and mind you, Israelis were already returning to their homeland there in what we call Palestine. It's really Israel's home. It has been for centuries. Uh, they were only kicked out and forced to leave by the Romans because they didn't want the Israel state. And the people have been persecuted, and people have tried to wipe them out wholesale, like Nazi Germany did, uh, and not only just kill them, but torture them, then kill them. So finally, all right,
Mhm.
in Russia, they drove them out, they attacked them ruthlessly. So they started to immigrate back to their home, and the United Nations created Israel in the 1940s or early 50s. But then all the Arab nations, uh, I mean, the UK pulled out. They wouldn't let them have weapons. They wouldn't let them defend themselves. They had to get all their weapons through the black market. And as soon as the UN said, okay, you're on your own, every Arab nation tried to destroy the new Israel homeland and kill all of them. And yet they won. They prevailed. But you look at Gaza and the Palestinians, none of the Arab nations and Egypt want them in their property. They don't like them because they've proven when they immigrate or migrate or be a refugee to another nation, they destabilize that nation. They seek to overthrow them. So the
Yeah.
Palestinians are not innocent of crimes against other people. And when you look at
And that
October
doesn't mean
7th,
all Palestinians.
well,
It's
they
just like,
all,
okay, all these other people.
well,
We're all in league with Trump. I don't think so. That's just
it,
lumping
Trump's
everybody in
not
the
the
same space.
Trump's not the issue on that. You're
That's
looking
just an
at,
example.
yeah,
Um,
but
yeah, and Palestinians, not all Palestinians are like that. Not all Israelis are like that. Like, we're left to what our leaders decide to do. We're just in the throng here and we're like, oh no, or oh yeah, we're either for it or against it. But no matter what we say, they're going to do what they're doing, which they have been
well,
this whole freaking time. Like, it's very sad. And I don't agree with any of it, really.
no, and
What do we do?
if you look at what President Trump was doing in his first term, he was actually bringing peace to that entire region and avoiding
Mhm.
October 7th, where Hamas slaughtered how many Israelis in a surprise attack that all of the Gazans celebrated
Wasn't
and
that at a
cheered.
concert?
Do what?
Was that at a concert or was that something else?
No, that was, they attacked a concert plus beyond that and went into Israeli homes and in front of the parents would behead babies and then set them on fire.
Yeah,
It wasn't just
very
the
sad.
concert, they went out. And all of the
Yeah,
people
that's
in
all
Gaza,
Palestinians. That's a freaking group of them
they
going in and
celebrated
doing
it.
that.
They celebrated it, and they elected and installed Hamas as their government.
Mhm.
So when you have an entire group of
I agree
people wanting to attack and destroy another
with
entire
you.
group of people, You know, I
I don't think
don't.
it's entire on any basis.
Well, I don't like
I think
the
it's
killing of
a small
children.
thing. You know, me neither. No, that
But
goes against war crimes
yeah,
severely. A lot of these things that happen goes against war crimes, but people like this don't care. And yes, I see like how they went underground and stuff like that. And Israel's like, oh, they're here under this hospital or they're here under the school or these other places. But then they continue with that. And when you're going to get food for your families and it's just a mother providing for her children and stuff, I don't know. We should go on to something else because this is just sad stuff that I wish
well,
wasn't really
it's
happening
a
in the
tough,
world.
right, and it's a tough problem.
I don't want
And
everybody in one group. There's a big group, but there's the mass, which we're the mass. Trumpers and other people, they're the small group. We're the mass that have to deal with it. Just like them. Gaza and Israel, there's a small group. Then there's the mass. We don't all agree with what they're doing, but people think we do.
no, well, and that's the beauty of our republic. We should be able to have civil discourse over issues. Not get into name calling or anything like that, but we may not
Right?
have a solution at the end, but we are allowed by our First Amendment to have an opinion and the ability to express it. And no, nobody should take violence against that. You may be offended, but you know, that's their right and it's your right as well to say your opinion. And yeah, it's tough for the world. And it's, again, it goes back to who's wanting to control whom or who has a hatred for whatever reason. Uh, some go back to antiquity for their hatred. Uh, some just go back one or two generations. One goes to an offense of now. Who knows? I mean, where do you get to that peace? Uh,
That's what I'm saying with our own government. Let's start all over. Let's douche out the government and get rid of all this shit. Man, what's his name? Elon Musk is trying to start his own party. Guess what? There's other parties before yours. What says your party's going to fix anything? I don't know. It's just a weird encumbrance, but I think we need to just get rid of our government as a whole and start anew. You know? A
well,
whole different thing because this obviously hasn't been working for a very long time. Um,
actually,
mm,
the government and the construct in the Constitution, I think, works. Um, the thing that has thrown it off, and go back to George Washington, is the parties. He did not like uh, what he saw forming in the country of two parties. And he warned us that going down the party line would lead to
yeah,
what we call a civil war. He predicted the Civil War based off of the way the parties were forming. And he saw it as a threat to the republic. You know, senators and representatives are not to be part of a party. They're elected by people that they represent, and they represent them. They don't
he sure did.
represent a party. Yeah. So, um,
Yeah, and a lot of these people I think are paid off, and a lot of these people are too old to be there. It's like if you're falling asleep during Senate because you're like 80 something years old, you need to relinquish to somebody else for the betterment of the country. You know, I'm
well,
not saying you're too old, but when you know you're too old, you're too old.
yeah. Well, the bigger I do have issues with cognitive abilities, but if you're only making 50, $80,000 a year and you're elected to the Senate and somehow you become a millionaire, that's a problem to me.
That's too much. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's too much. When do we say stop? We should have said that like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But we have no
So,
control over that. Like that's the way the government does it. It's like when you have elected officials and things like that, you shouldn't pay them like that because not only are they getting paid too much, but other parties are going to come in and be like, "What do you think about this vacation?" Or "What do you think about this yacht?" Or "How about these fares?" It's just not right.
well, yeah, and their salary is only like 120,000 a year. But
I
how did
know,
they
but
suddenly
still.
become millionaires? That yeah, you can't make a millionaire off of a
That's what I'm
120
saying.
grand a year. you,
Yeah, that's
you
what I'm
can,
saying. Like people are coming and be like, "What do you think about this?" And maybe you'll vote
yeah.
this way if I give you this. And they catch up
So
with it with some people, but not everybody. So that's why we just need to wash it all out, start anew. Beautiful fresh faces. I don't
yeah.
know. I want to say 30 years and kind of scares me, so I'm going to say 60 years and younger.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
okay with older than that. You're going to be like napping. I'd be
Uh,
napping anyways, and I'm only 46, so
I mean, well, I do think there must be reform to the parties, but and people who vote for their representatives probably ought to take a closer look at them. I don't care about their
yeah.
age. I do care about their cognitive abilities,
Did you
which,
hear about that one chick that was missing forever and then they finally found her in a nursing home? She'd been missing for like 4 years and
oh,
they
yeah.
finally found her in a nursing home. What is going on here? What is happening?
So
How
who
did you
is
not know
doing,
she was?
yeah, how is she casting her vote for her people? Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have another pudding, please? We'll take that as a yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh,
my
yeah.
main my main character has been trying to retire in the books, and the military won't let him, and the political leaders won't let him. So, you know,
Imagine that.
yeah, I mean, I start out
Okay, so
in
please continue. I'm sorry.
in SESG Explorer. He has maybe one more assignment before he's to retire, Admiral Brannigan. But when he's
Mhm.
given the mission to go to Gamorga, he's like, okay, no problem. Once again, he would be separated from his wife for a number of years. But when he comes back, he's looking at doing one more assignment to set Earth up and then retire. And they won't let him. They're like, nope. Uh, in the third book, they're pretty much, you got us into this mess. Now you're getting us out of this mess. So he can't retire and go home and spend the rest of his life with his wife. He has to go out there and deal with the troubles in the galaxy. Uh,
Dang it.
which,
He's like, I didn't sign up for this.
that's the life, though, of a military person until you actually
I
retire.
know.
You know,
You know
and
what surprised me? Like, we go out on weekend leave and then we come back and we got sunburns, or some people got new tattoos, and some people got in trouble for that.
uh,
You just did destruction of military property, or what is that, graffiti? Mm. It
oh yeah,
depends on who you're under and stuff like that. I don't think it's across the board, but that's things that I witnessed. That I was just like, really? You got a sunburn and you're in trouble? Did you use
it.
sunscreen?
No, I remember those days. Yeah, going into the desert, we had to have sunscreen because a second degree sunburn and your combat ineffective. you're pretty much in
Yeah.
C4 status. You know, I growing
Mhm.
up, I got sunburns on my thighs where you can actually see the skin crack and moisture, uh, liquid coming out
Yeah.
of the legs. You can't wear uniforms. You can't be in a sandy area or a tropical situation with a burn like that. So, and the view is it's preventable. You could have prevented it. Yeah. The tattoos are
Right?
different. Yeah, wear long clothes
Yeah,
or
like
you got
Eagle Globe and
sunscreen.
Anchor and stuff like that. It's different, but some people get really messed up on weekends, and some people get the wrong tattoos. So if it's not okay, you better put it in a place where they can't see it because you're gonna get in trouble because it's like graffiti. But I'm looking to see where we're at on this because our recording time is different than okay. So we have T minus 5 minutes and counting. Can you tell our listeners what books you have out, where they can find them, where they can order them to read them, etc.?
Right. So I have two books right now: SESG Explorer and Minerva. You can go to ChristopherLoric.com, my name.com, and you can see online bookstores that you can order them. You can find them at Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, Books a Million, Walmart, and there's another one, Shop Bookshop, something like that. But the links on my website will take you right to the books. Uh, you go to on Amazon, search for Christopher Loric. I'll come up, and the books will come up, hardback, paperback, and both of them should be out in ebook by now. So yeah, um, or you can look for various expos, and I'll be there selling my books. Like the next one is Tennessee Book Review at North Knoxville. So that'll be in September. So yeah, uh, there you go.
Hmm. And yeah, basically look for the titles of these books if you don't know where to look, and it should show you where to go to find them. But thank you so much for being on the show tonight and hanging out with me and dealing with my shenanigans. I know there were certain questions that were put out there for me to ask, but I like to go willy nilly and ask different questions that come up for me and not make it so boring for you. So hopefully you had a good time, and I hope people are interested in your book because I am. And yeah, so Minerva is first, and then it's SESG after that, right? Is the
The
second
other
one?
way, the other way around. SESG Explorers first,
SESG.
and then Minerva.
Oh, okay.
But if you read Minerva
Yeah.
first, you can grasp. I mean, it's almost a standalone. It references SESG a lot, but
Yeah.
the adventures
It's kind of
are
like any
different.
series you watch or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you see the forefront and you go back to the history, then you go back. But yeah, sorry about that. I got confused, which
No.
is not surprising. Well, thank you so much
Uh,
again, Mr. Christopher Lork, ex-commander, now author. I hope you're enjoying that, Stasis. Are you enjoying being an author?
yeah. When I'm writing and the story is just coming out, uh, that's beautiful. And then to actually have it finished is great. So I enjoy it a lot. Thank you. I appreciate being on the program. So
Awesome.
good.
Thank you so much again for being on. And maybe we can do it again some other time when you have another book coming out, or if you have anything else you wanted to talk about. I'm totally down. But thank you again for your time, and sorry for keeping you up so late. I know you're like 2 hours behind me, so
Yeah.
hopefully I
Well,
didn't bore you too much.
no problem. It was enjoyable. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. And I hope you have an awesome evening.
You too.
All right, guys. So on that note, we're going to go to our first music break where we have the amazing, awesome, and prolifically talented Mr. Jeff Hillier with CSV, which is Consensual Sex Bang, Finger Bang Your Day, which is, flip the bird if you need to, and then Multitude and Silicon Wave. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.
Do you wanna go for a ride in my consensual sex van? Do you wanna go for a ride in my consensual sex van? Let me take you far away from all this huff and puff. There will be nothing in between our love, like a pair of doves flying high above, where nothing can touch us, touching softly. Don't let me go, I won't let you go. This is eternity with me, baby. Do you wanna go for a ride in my consensual sex van? Do you wanna go for a ride in my consensual sex van? You don't have to be alone. Come with me. Magic, healthy laughter, boundaries, safe space, unknowing mutual consent, passion, happily will be bearing our souls, naked by the sea. We'll breathe the clean air. We'll be living, laughing, loving forever. Baby, do you wanna go for a ride in a consensual sex van? Do you wanna go for a ride in a consensual sex van? You don't have to be alone anymore. We will be together forever in love. Do you wanna go for a ride? Do you wanna go in my consensual? Let's go. 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 Just get in the van.
I got them all in moves, got that multitude. You think it's wrong? Back of the head too long. Fuck that. Check these molar moves. You need a multitude. I can do no wrong. Back of the head long, never gonna cut it.
All these hookers sweet on me. Look at them chasing me, showing me that ass. And I bagged up the snatch. I do this shit for free. Go down your mom till 3. She's taking selfies with the mullet like it's history. How can I maneuver you with that pussy, dude? You feel like Buddha waiting on it to come to you. My lines are straight to the point. She shows me gratitude. So what's your latitude? Let's adjust your attitude. Alligator, double dually Lamborghini. All up in a silly little yellow bugger top bikini.
I got molar moves, I got that molar too. You think it's wrong, back of the head too long, fuck that.
Alligator, double dually Lamborghini. All up in a silly little yellow bugger top bikini.
Check these molar moves, you need a molar too. I can do no wrong, cut it.
Alligator, double dually Lamborghini. All up in a silly little yellow bugger top bikini. You're like the butt of a butter, not cutting up panini. So climb back in your kangaroo pouch like a rolling genie. These moves are hot, these locks I got. This power cannot be disputed and it can't be bought. So you can find me in the studio with all these thoughts. You want to buy my style, but you can't be what you're not, neighbor.
I got molar moves, I got that molar too. You think it's wrong, back of the head too long, fuck that. Check these molar moves, you need a molar too. I can do no wrong, back of the head long, I'm gonna cut it. Got that motherfucking bullet. You wanna touch it?
Yeah. Next time you come around here with your bitch ass, just remember how my mullet makes your hoes pussy drip, drip, drip.
I got molar moves, I got that molar too. You think it's wrong, back of the head too long, fuck that. Check these molar moves, you need a molar too. I can do no wrong, never gonna cut it. I got molar moves, I got that molar too. You think it's wrong, back of the head too long, fuck that. Check these molar moves, you need a molar too. I can do no wrong, never gonna cut it. Never gonna cut it. Never gonna cut it.
Drip, drip,
Molar moves.
Just a molar, bitch.
drip, drip.
Molar moves.
All up in a silly little yellow bugger.
Never gonna cut it.
When your life is a never-ending train wreck, and you feel like you're drowning in a sea of regret, with a bit of oppression pressing down on your neck, it hurts so bad. When your overwhelming hatred kills your heart's desire, and reality starts looking like a dumpster fire, you start bitching to me, but you're preaching to the choir. You don't need to be so mad. 'Cause sometimes we hurt, sometimes we cry, sometimes we're sure there's no reason to try. When the whole world goes completely insane, open your heart, stand up and sing. I'm gonna finger bang my day. Yeah, yeah, I'll finger bang my day. That's right. You gotta make the choice to give it all you've got, and make your day long with pleasure, really make it hot. Because your day deserves a lover that pulls out the stops. Come on, it's not so hard. 'Cause sometimes we hurt, sometimes we cry, sometimes we're sure there's no reason to try. When the whole world blows up in our face, what else could we do but stand up and sing? I'm gonna finger bang my day. Yeah, yeah. Finger bang my day.
Hey, what are we really doing? We can't live in a world that has this much hate. We have to get honest with ourselves. We have to take stock in what our part is in all of this madness. We have to let go. and we focus on giving love, setting that intention. And each and every single one of us gets up every day with the intention to give love. And we do it. We go out there and we give love every single day. Each one of us gets out there and makes love to our day, giving our day a multiple orgasm. The whole world will be orgasmic for the rest of eternity. Sometimes we hurt, sometimes we cry, sometimes we should. There's no reason to try when the whole world is fucking insane. We open our hearts, stand up and sing. I'm gonna finger bang my day. Finger bang my day. Finger bang my day. Let's open our hearts, stand up and sing. I'm gonna finger bang my day. Yeah, yeah. Finger bang my day. I just got a package, I can't wait to get home. I spent all day tracking the shipment on my phone, all that she was lacking. I ordered custom, I can't wait to get some. Take it to the bedroom, bitch is always nagging. Now I got the air, I said this bitch is packing, going my way. I have a new attraction, don't care what you say, it's better in every way. Now baby, it's time to play, we're gonna make us a tape and show everyone the way. Cause I'm she's my new real doll, and it's time to play. She don't need expensive date nights, never talks back, I'm always right. Stuff it in her face with all my might. She don't even care, we don't ever fight. She never cries when I'm testing the suspension. We blow it up like it's fucking Armageddon. We make the videos because this is perfection. Look at this erection, I don't need protection. Cause I'm she's my new real doll, and it's time to play. With my new real doll, I'm gonna play. She's my new real doll, and it's time to play.
The woman of my dreams.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Fais-moi l'amour.
Je suis amoureux.
Je pense toujours à
Enchanté,
tu es charmant.
ma chérie. Mon
Tu es
futur
charmant.
dynastie. Is it touchy a little nipple?
Tu es chaud. Fais-moi l'amour.
It's like living on a super yacht, making love to a robot. It's like owning a football team, but having sex with a robot. It's like winning an Oscar and Emmy or Grammy when you're fucking a robot. It's like saving a family with a newborn from a fire, but you're fucking a robot. Left here alone, just a shadow of my erection on the wall. Why won't you answer my calls? I gave you my all with the love we made together all night long. I just don't know what went wrong. I rolled the dice, 'cause I thought I saw forever in your eyes. Was all that passion a lie? Just another fool you seduced and left behind. Heartless and cruel, you probably do this all the time, baby. I ain't no pump and dump. I believe in the power of love. One night is not enough. How could you abandon our love? How could you abandon our love? Drove by your house again today. Peeked in the window and I saw you smiling. With your husband and your beautiful family. Tell me, does he know about the way we made love on the night you met me? At Johnny's Tavern at 11:37 last Thursday. You said hello. Are you my Uber driver, baby? I said yeah. Then you asked if I wanted to party. I got an 8-ball from my friend Noel. We drama bonded in a cheap motel. We laughed, we cried, we came multiple times. The sex blew my mind. I ain't no pump and dump. I believe in the power of love. One night is not enough. How could you abandon our love? You left me high and dry. You didn't even say goodbye. Now I screamed into the night. How could you abandon something that's so right? The way you touch me, the way you love me. Oh, how could you abandon our love?
Excuse me! Excuse me! You got a cigarette? Hey, you help a guy out with some spare your change. Anything will do, man. God bless. Can I just get your change? I missed the bus. I got this 6 right down the... I'm not an animal! Moving like a steak knife.
This is a good life.
Dancing in the moonlight.
I wanna be inside of you. We got plenty to do till the 1:45, and I know you wanna ride my Cadillac. Don't give me no slack, I'll put you flat on your back.
Moving like a steak knife.
That's right. This is a good life.
Dancing in the moonlight.
I'm a sexual phenomenon, and you know I'm a sexual phenomenon, and I know I'm a sexual phenomenon. We all know I'm a sexual phenomenon. Get money, get high. Don't care if I live or die. Get money, get high. Don't care if I live or die. Walking through classic world, the art gospel. Dance around these monkey suits, jumping around in the ocean like really cool because I have a dream in a drug. I was looking at you, your God's not gonna save you. They're hiding behind the moon, watching your every move. This is a good life. This is a good life. This is a good life.
Get money. Get money. Get high. Get money. Get high. Get money. Get high. Get high.
All right, guys, gals, ghouls, friends, fiends, foes, otherworldly entities. As you're sitting here waiting for me to show my next hand, I actually have one that I sent to myself. Let's see what you got. So this is supposed to be from Midwest Ghost Hunter. Let me just go straight to there. Actually, I'm going to go to my Gmail. Because generally, if you go through a Gmail, you won't have to deal with commercials. So hopefully, we'll get through this whole thing without one damn commercial. Could you imagine? Ooh, that would be so grand. We have spookiest ghost footage caught on camera. I wanted to say, can you imagine? Yeah, that's what keeps me up at night since the age of 5, almost 6. All right. Play. Pause, and play. Oh my God. Look at that. I'm going to be listening, sharing screen. Hello, y'all. Hello there, Governor. Oh, yes. Right, are you guys ready for this? You ready for this?
Tonight, I'm going to be venturing alone to two of the most haunted spots in Maine. Cemetery, haunted by the chilling ghosts of a little boy and menace that guard his grave. If you guys end up liking this video, make sure to like it, comment your thoughts down below, and also be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on any of my ghost hunts. You can also become a member if you'd like to support me that way. But anyways, that's enough of me talking. Let's get into the investigations.
Ian is epic. If you could help him.
Just in front of me is the infamous Spirit Lake, said to be one of the most haunted bodies of water in Minnesota. According to legend, an Indian maiden drowned here many years ago after falling from her canoe. Locals say her spirit has never moved on, and reports seeing her ghost gliding above the lake, performing a haunting ceremonial dance. Other reports are hearing eerie chants, distant drumming, and blood-curdling screams echoing across the water in the dead of night. All right, here we are at Spirit Lake. The sun has gone down for the most part, but there's still a bit of twilight. We can still see the lake. So I want to see if we can spot anything before it gets completely dark out here. What is that? Okay, I think that's a reflection. Reflection from something. I'm not sure what that is. Or no, that's just a house light. Never mind. Let's see if we could spot her. Got more lights over there. Those are just boats and houses. Mosquitoes are getting me good right now. Whoa. Whoa. What was that? Did you see that? That looked like something. It's hard to make out, but I don't know if I'm just going crazy. It looked like a mist or something floating above the water. I don't know. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I mean, I could just be going crazy. Maybe I just saw something. But I'm gonna have to look back at that footage. But I swear I saw something over there. It looked different from all the other lights. That looked way different. I tried to call out, but I seriously doubt she would hear me from all the way over here. Yeah, boy, it's getting dark fast. Holy moly. I can barely see anything out there now. Well, did I just see the maiden, or was it just something else? I don't know. I mean, the night has just begun, so I'm gonna try to make contact with her, see if we can communicate somehow. Hello? Is there anybody on this trail here with me? I talked to some of the fishermen out here during the day when I was getting B-roll, and one of them said that he has heard the scream before coming from the lake. And apparently, I guess other fishermen have had their boats break down in the middle of the lake, and then they'll have to have somebody come and tow them, and they'll find that there's nothing wrong with it, there's no reason for it to break down. And I guess people attribute that to the maiden cursing the lake. Let's see if we can see her out in the reeds. Indian maiden, I don't know if you speak English, but my name is Ian, okay? I just want to come and visit you. As you can see, it is nearly a full moon tonight too. So that should hopefully contribute to any paranormal activity. Alright, so I'm going to try a quick EVP session. I got an EVP recorder. Let's see if we can get any responses. If there's a spirit of a Native American maiden here with me, could you speak into this device here that's in my hand? Could you tell me your name? Okay, listen back to it. If there's a spirit of a Native American maiden, could you speak into this device here that's in my hand? Yeah, I didn't hear anything on that one. All right, I think this way leads to the swimming beach. This lake definitely has an eerie vibe. That's for sure. Even though not much has happened yet. Hello? Try to make sure I don't trip. This is what I'm seeing right now. Just to show you guys, I'm using all night vision. Even the flashlight is completely night vision. That's all the light that's coming from it. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the? I swear I just heard footsteps over here. Hello? Is there someone there? I just heard movement, like footsteps walking through this tall grass. Maiden, is that you? I don't know if you can understand me, but could you show yourself? Whoa, did you see that? That looked like an orb. That was a weird orb right there. Thank you for showing yourself. I don't know if that was anything paranormal, but I did just hear those footsteps. Alright, I'm gonna try another burst EVP session. Maiden, if you are here, and if that was you, that was just walking, could you please say something? Alright, time to listen. Maiden, if you are here, could you please say something? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you hear that? That sounded like a lady. Like a female whisper. I couldn't make out what she said, but I'm gonna listen one more time. Could you please say something? Dude, okay, I got goosebumps. Oh my goodness, that was her. It's like she came out of the water or something to come and check me out and see what I'm doing. Alright, so here's the old fishing beach. See if we can encounter her spirit over here. This is where I'd imagine a lot of the locals would see her. It's probably while fishing or swimming out here. Just imagine what that'd be like. You're just swimming and then suddenly you just look up and you see some figure floating above the water. I still don't know what that was earlier. That weird mist looking thing. Wonder if we'll see it again. It's almost pitch black out there though. Like staring into the abyss. Indian Maiden, are you out there? Not seeing anything out there. Let's see if anyone's out here on the dock. If you're out here on this lake, could you come up onto the dock and speak to me?
Speak to me, O truthless wonder.
Just imagine seeing her lurking around the reeds over there.
Mm-hmm.
Eerily quiet. Whoa.
What the hell was that?
Dude. Oh my gosh, that startled the shit out of me.
That?
That's like a splash. Could have been a fish, to be fair.
I definitely heard that.
Or a Native American ghost. Looks like I'm the only one here. Nobody out fishing this late. Let's go ahead and call out once. Hello? Listen for any screams. If I hear a scream, I think I'm gonna scream. Alright, so I've got a K2 meter. This measures EMF and is said to be a good way to communicate with spirits. I'm gonna see if I can communicate with the maiden, get some answers, figure out who she is and why she's here. Do I dare put it on the railing? No, I don't think so. I don't trust it. Don't trust like that. All right. Indian maiden, if you're here, could you make this device right here go off? It won't harm you in any way. Pretty certain she should speak English because that voice sounded English.
Hi, how are you?
Is it true what they say? Is it true that you drowned in this lake? If so, could you make the device spike? Spike it a little bit. Was for a second there. I'm not sure what that was. If that was you, could you do that one more time? I don't know, it could just be an anomaly. There's no power lines or anything near here. Right now I'm out on the open water, so I can't imagine there'd be anything here to make this thing go off like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that.
Yeah, I see it.
Dude, it was just spiking like crazy there. Okay. Thank you. Is it true that you drowned here? Is there any truth to this legend? I take that as a yes. Thank you. Holy moly. Just for the record, I don't want to just jump to conclusions, but I am feeling colder sitting here on this dock. I don't know if it's just from the lake. I mean, I know lakes can produce cold air, but it is kind of unusual how I'm getting communication, and suddenly I'm getting this burst of cold air.
Agree. Did you see that?
Whoa.
Did you friggin'
Did you see that? That orb.
Seriously.
An orb just flew by.
See that?
The K2 meter.
What the crap?
And it was spiking at the same time.
Seriously. What the fuck? That is evidence right there.
I feel like she's appearing, like, around it. Thank you again. It looked like the same orb from before. That was crazy.
That was badass.
Tell me, are you in need of help? Help passing on to the next life?
Hello?
I swear to God, I keep seeing like stuff out on the lake. I wish I could film it properly, but it's just too hard to see out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also thinking too.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, whoa.
What was
I just
that?
felt a thump
Yeah.
right below me.
Indeed?
Like through the floor. Was that you? Could you do that again? Holy
I heard that too.
dude.
Shit.
What the hell?
It's intelligent.
I am hearing thumping sounds below the dock. Something is underneath here.
Yeah, that's intelligent.
Oh my God, dude. That freaking startled me. I mean, I guess it could be a fish, but that sounded crazy. I don't think a fish would
Seriously.
make that noise.
Oh, hell no.
That sounded like someone like actually knocking under the deck, as if they were just like living down there. Oh gosh, do I dare look
Sorry, that was me.
over the railing?
Dude, Ian, that is intense.
Hello?
That is crazy. That is insane.
Indian
Hello?
maiden, if you're down there, Could you peek out and show yourself?
Hi. You come out?
Oh, dude, that gave me goosebumps. Well, what the?
Oh shit. You are way braver than I would be,
Holy shit.
especially around the water. F that.
Holy-
F that. F that.
What was that?
I could not even do that.
Dude, I don't know what the f that was, but that scared me. Oh,
Seriously. You're too brave, dude. I could not
something
do
came
this
flying
shit
out of that
around.
water. It just hit the deck. It's like
Dude,
a
it was
boom.
super loud in the water.
Oh my god.
That-
Hello?
Hello.
I'm the only one here. And unless some fish just came flying out of the water, which,
It
like,
could happen.
how would that happen? Fish don't do that.
I don't know.
I'm not going back there right now. I'm taking a break.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I need a break. Well, what the?
Could you imagine?
Well, what the-
When you're by the water.
Well, what the?
That scares me.
Alright, so I'm back on the dock. I looked to see what the heck that was that hit the dock.
Rockin'
and
rocket.
I was
Duck,
right, it was a
rockin'
fish.
rocket.
It was a
Duck,
fish. It's a
rocket,
dead
rocket.
fish. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know why that happened. I can't show it on YouTube, unfortunately. So I actually kicked it off of the dock. It wasn't like just dead. It was like dead. It was like that thing had chunks missing out of it. So that fish was not alive when it
No.
flung its way onto this deck. I can show you guys where it was. This is the wet spot it left
Right there,
behind.
you can see it. You can see the splash it is.
I just kicked it back into the water.
You kicked
Yeah,
it
I
in
can't
its
show
fucking
dead things on
noggin.
YouTube, otherwise I'll get age restricted.
Are you serious?
Alright, so for now, I'm going to use
You
this
actually kicked
thermal
that thing.
camera, scan around, see if I can see
I got that.
the maiden or any unexplainable cold spots. So let's just see
Yeah.
what we see.
Yeah, dude.
Maiden, I'm very sorry about freaking out earlier and leaving prematurely.
Indeed.
I don't know what kind of message you were
Please
trying to
show
send me,
yourself.
but
Please
I'm listening
come back
now.
alive. We're listening.
was that you who flung
Yeah,
that
I'm
dead
scared.
fish
I'm
onto this
scared,
dock?
man. I'm scared.
Make a splash sound if that was you. I've got a special camera here
Mm-hmm.
that'll see you if you show yourself or manifest. Could you appear just like you did earlier? Just to show you guys what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the bottom of this dock. So
Me
if
too.
anything appears, that's where
See
it
water
comes from.
rippling?
See if we can see anything
Water rippling? Nothing.
out on the
Water
lake.
rippling?
Not seeing anything.
No.
It's been pretty quiet.
Ian,
I haven't experienced
You're scaring
anything
me.
since I got back up here.
what is that? Right over here. What the frack is that?
Splash sound. Again.
Mhm.
I don't know what.
There's a body, and then
Could
there's
just be
ripples.
fish.
Could just be fish, but no.
What the?
That is not just fish. That
That
is
sounds way too
a
deliberate to
young
be fish.
Oceanic woman.
Normally it's like a one splash and done.
Are you fucking
There's
serious,
something
dude?
thrashing around out there. Hello?
Hello.
I can't help but get the thought of like someone drowning. Because that's how she died, right?
Yeah, but no.
That's a morbid thought. With the thermal again.
Yeah.
So do you see anything out there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I said, it could be fish, it could be something.
Could be fish, could be something. I keep hearing all these splashings.
Did you fucking hear that?
There's something going on. Yes, I did hear it.
That sounded like a woman. A woman.
Did that sound like a woman? It
The
sounded
splashing,
like
and then I heard a woman cry.
Dude.
Hello?
Did that sound like
There's
a
actually
woman?
somebody out
No.
there. Like drowning.
It sounded like something.
Oh no. No, there's nobody out there. I would have heard him going through the water. Do you need help?
Yeah, lots.
Suddenly dead quiet now.
Yeah, suddenly did quiet over there. Yeah.
How do you explain that? Like, that was someone out there. That sounded like a woman's voice. Fish don't make sounds like that. That also makes me think about that fish thing. I wonder if that's what she was doing.
Movie? Okay, sure.
If she was fishing.
You guys remember that movie? It was the mermaid movie. The movie was called Splash. And it was about a mermaid that got captured and oh my god, what's his name? The guy that did Big. Hughes. He was the guy that was like, oh my god, like I met this and I caught it. And then it was Daryl Hannah that was the mermaid. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is the one that originally found her and was like, he couldn't believe what it was, but then he could, and then all of a sudden she got captured. Because somehow somebody was following him. Can any of you relate to this? Not just the mermaid thing, but the government following you and tagging you and keeping up with your shenanigans? Anywho, yeah, this is what I am privy to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go.
When she drowned. I don't know, that was kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not hearing it again. I'm not gonna lie, the longer I'm here, the more I don't want to be here. I'm gonna walk this way. This is kind of closer to where those sounds were coming from. I hope nobody's actually out there and they actually need help. Because they probably would have died by now. It's kind of in this area. Shh, 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 shh. What the heck was that? I just heard movement.
Dude. What the frack? Hold on.
Who's there? Could have been the wind. It's getting windy out here.
Go back. Just put in both earbuds.
Oh, what the f? Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! What the f was that?
logos have reported seeing. What the crap? I want to see it again, because what? You just totally surprised us. Oh my god. I just saw it. I just saw it. I just saw it. Did you see it? Holy shnikes. Wow, 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 wow.
All right, I'm done for the night, guys. I don't know what the hell just happened, but I don't know what the hell that was, but something was coming towards me from those reeds, and I don't want to find out what it was. I don't even know at this point. All I know is I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to do all that stuff right. Anyways, thanks for watching as always. Appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one.
I appreciate you, Minto. Oh my gosh. That whole freaking thing. Can you believe that whole freaking thing?
Here lies the infamous Ferguson Cemetery, said to be one of the most haunted graveyards in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Locals whisper of a ghostly little boy who haunts an unmarked grave. His spirit often seen peering out from behind tombstones, watching with a cold, unsettling glare. According to legend, a pack of black phantom hounds have been seen running up and down the tree line. Their glowing eyes and snarling jaws are said to guard the boy's final resting place from unwanted intruders. However, perhaps the strangest tale involves the trees themselves. No matter how many times visitors count them, the number seems to never stay the same. All right, here we are. Ferguson Cemetery. It's officially dark. Let's see if we can encounter any of the spirits here. Hello? Is there anyone out here tonight? My name is Ian. I'm just a nightly visitor.
Oh yeah.
Damn, these mosquitoes, man. They are next level right now. They are all over my back, my face. I could hear them in my ear. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's worth it though, if we can get a paranormal experience or two.
You never know.
This is quite a pretty cemetery. It's got a lot of trees, especially like the surrounding trees. It makes it feel like you're in another
What
world.
Is that? That looked like a freaking alien
Just
something.
listening
Did you see that?
for
Oh my
any
gosh.
unusual sounds.
Did you actually freaking see that? Go back right.
Boy, you see all them
Holy
bugs?
shnikes.
Those are
Yeah,
mosquitoes
I do.
swarming
I do.
all around
I
me
saw
right now.
Lex, but go back right. Go over there.
I even put bug spray on and everything, and they're still coming after me.
Shit, I'm telling you.
Gotta
bro.
keep an eye out for that ghost boy. They say that he
This is
peeks
not
around
cool.
from tombstones.
The guy that was over here.
Hello? Little boy,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
are you out here?
Yeah, he was, but it was not a good thing.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and try an EVP session, see if I can get
Yeah.
any.
You're messing
Voices.
me up, dude. You're messing me
If
up.
there's any spirits here with me, could you tell me your name? Why do you haunt this cemetery? Alright, let's listen back. If there's any spirits here with me, could you tell me your name?
Dude, seriously.
Why
This
do
is
you
really
haunt
close.
this cemetery? It sounded like a little something there. Let me listen again. Why do you haunt this cemetery?
I can't. But maybe somebody else can.
There's like a faint whisper, but I can't make out what it's saying. Ugh. That's chilly. Hello?
Yep.
Is there anyone around me?
Nope.
I thought I just heard a voice on that recording. All right, think about try a second one. See if I can get another response. Whoa. Bounce. What the fuck was that? That was like a knock on the tree. Right here.
Yeah. I'm like,
Is there someone here?
oh my gosh.
Dang, man, that startled me. That was kind of loud.
Dude, seriously.
Could have been an animal, I guess.
Who are you?
Whoa. Oh. That was here. That was this one this time.
It's everywhere.
These trees are making noises. I don't see any animals up there. Squirrels or birds. If you just knocked on this tree, could you knock on it 3 times?
Not gonna move.
If you knock on it 3 times, I'll know it's you. There was one.
Really?
Thank you.
There's one.
Could you do it again?
Me?
Whoa. There's a second one. Third one. Holy shit. Okay, that was weird. That was 3 knocks right
Did
there
you
on
hear
request.
That? And see that?
Thank you so much. Oh, dude. Dude, that gave me goosebumps.
Dang.
I don't know, is it a coincidence? I don't know. Just let me know what you think. That was weird. I don't know. I'm kind of convinced that someone's here. Yeah, I don't know. That looked like an orb right there. Floating.
Come on, dude. You know you got this. Oh my god. Did you see that orb
There's
go?
something weird about these trees, man.
Yeah. That
No
orb
doubt about
went
it.
right into that tree.
I'm getting weird
fuck away
feelings.
From you.
It's really strange that people have activity with these trees.
I
Like,
can't believe you.
I know they say if you count them, the number's supposed to change.
my
I've been keeping an eye on
God,
them.
oh
There's
my
4
God,
of
Ian.
them in the actual cemetery. So I guess I'll have to check back later, see if the number changes.
You might.
So I've heard a variety of stories about this place, but one particular one that really chills me was actually a photo that was shown to me by this gal. She visited here at night, and apparently the ghost, the boy, he did not like her. And when she left with a bite mark on her arm, and it lasted for like 2 weeks. So he is known to bite people, apparently, which is terrifying.
Who is
I certainly hope that doesn't happen. But they say this boy is not friendly.
No, he's
I
not.
don't know if you can see his grave up ahead. But there it is. That little tiny tombstone. The grave with no name on it.
Yeah.
No wonder he's so angry.
Right?
Little boy,
Little boy.
I don't know what your name is, but my name is Ian. I've come to visit, okay? Is that okay? I don't mean you any harm,
Are you freaking serious?
and so I hope that you don't mean me any harm. I just wanted to come and visit and play games. Do whatever you like.
Hey, Riles.
Let's take a look at this gravestone. As you can see, there's no name or anything, and the top half of it is gone, and it's been missing for who knows how long. I don't know if someone stole it or it just got damaged. I don't know, but nobody knows who this boy is. EVP session at the boy's grave, Ferguson Cemetery. Little boy, if you are here, is it okay that I'm visiting you?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, let's listen. See if we get anything. Little boy, if you are here,
Oh my god.
is it okay that I'm visiting you? Whoa! What the
Yeah, you're fucking
Oh,
freaking me out,
dude.
man.
That sounded scary.
Yeah.
Fuck, where did I drop it? My voice recorder. Damn it.
Where is
Where'd
it?
it go? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude.
Thank goodness you found it.
That was a frightening EVP. I'm gonna have to listen to that again. Is it okay that I'm visiting you? Get out. He just said get out.
Get out.
Oh, dude. I've got chills. He doesn't want me here
Seriously.
at his graveside. I don't know why. Don't you get lonely out here?
You're amazing.
Oh my gosh. I barely got into this cemetery. He already doesn't want me here. That is not a good sign. Alright, so I've got a PSB 11 spirit box right here. I'm gonna walk around the cemetery with this, see if I can contact the boy or any other spirits that might be in this cemetery. Hopefully maybe I can get some more answers as to why he doesn't want me here, because he told me to get out. So let's see what else he says.
Yeah.
Alright, I've got a device here. If any spirits would like to speak, could you speak to this device? It's a spirit box. It won't harm you in any way. Whoa, what was that?
Is that
That sounded like a growl on there. Are you one of the phantom hounds? I feel ridiculous asking that. But you never know. Dude, that sounded like a bark. I'm hearing like canine-like sounds on here. This is very strange. They will get you. Oh my god, that sounded like the little boy. It sounded like he just said they will get you. Okay, that was absolutely freaky. Are you talking about the dogs that guard your grave? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That was really eerie. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the? Dude, I felt something brush past me. It felt like an animal, like walking by. Like it just brushed past my leg. Was that one of the hounds? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. That was fucking terrifying. This spirit box really doesn't pick up on radio stations much, but even if it did, why would there be dog sounds on the radio? That makes zero sense. I don't know how you would explain that. I'm not hearing anything else on here. I'm gonna pause it for now.
A little pause for the
Listen
cause.
for any actual sounds. I still don't know what the hell that was. That brushed by my leg. That was like right in this area. By the tree line of all things. That's what they say. They say they run up and down the tree line. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and take some photos with this digital camera. See if I can capture any anomalies, capture the little boy on camera, or even those phantom dogs I just heard.
Herd to turd, herd to herd.
Nothing in that one.
Oop. Johnny, can you hear me?
Don't see anything in that one.
Dude,
Little boy.
These things are freaking awesome. Seriously.
Could you show yourself in one of these photos? Nothing out of the ordinary yet. At least as far as I can tell. Take a picture of the tree line. See if anything shows itself there. Try this way. See if we can see any of the dogs. Not catching anything in any of these.
I see something right there.
I swear to God, I seen something
It's like
in
right
that last
here by
one.
that one thing.
I don't know, I could just be going crazy. It looked like something in the
Could I say
background.
like right here? Right here.
What the heck?
Swing, 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 swing.
Here, I gotta take another photo. Do a little comparing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's completely gone. Dude, there was like a dark spot in that photo in the background.
I saw
wonder if that
I
was
saw it.
one of the hounds. The hounds that were on that spirit box.
Yeah. You can actually make out the shadow of a yellow-eyed dog behind the tombstone. Look very closely. Oh!
Here, puppy. Here, boy.
Puppy.
Here, boy. Seeing if I can come forward or something.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely looks like some type of black mass. It's like low to the ground. Much like a dog, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like a freaking dog running by. I was like right over here. Somewhere in this spot.
Go on.
One of these areas.
Do it. Do it.
Here, puppy.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Open window.
Not seeing him again.
Wow. Little sweat drip
Boy, that was
down.
mad weird.
Oh, these
I wonder where
females
these dogs
come.
came from
Oh, skeet,
and why they're here.
oh,
I don't believe there's any burials of any animals here. It's quite bizarre. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, what the f was that? Dude, I just see a pair of eyes over there. Holy shit. Dude, oh f. Oh f. Is there an actual animal over here? Hello?
Oh my gosh. I just saw it. I just saw a reflection. Window to the wall. Oh, yep, right there. I saw it just right there. Your eyeball. Peeking through. Oh boy.
I just saw a pair of eyes. Right over here. Right in this corner. Here, boy. Is that one of the dogs? I am kind of terrified that it's an actual animal.
Really?
Holy crap. Okay.
You really
Like I said, I don't want to jump to
terrified.
conclusions. Like, I could have been a raccoon or something for all I know. I don't know.
You could have been.
I didn't hear anything though. And it's like,
Yeah, you
this is
never
a
did.
fenced off graveyard. So I don't imagine any raccoons would get in here. I'm definitely going to have to look back on that footage, but I saw eyes looking at me from that spot right there. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't help but think of those hounds that haunt this place.
Hound.
My goodness.
Whee.
Alright guys, so I've returned to the boy's grave. I've got a K2 meter here. I want to see if I can communicate further with him, figure out his name and his story. Because that is what I'm here to do.
Okay, let's see.
Here we go. Alright, young man. I've got a K2 meter right here. It's a toy. You don't have to be afraid of it. It won't harm you. If you touch it, other lights will glow. It's pretty neat. For like the last hour, the cemetery has been dead silent. Hello?
Hello?
I heard you earlier. Don't you got anything else you want to say?
Tommy, can you hear me?
Are you mad that I'm here? Is it because your grave is unmarked?
Could be.
And it's been desecrated? Is that why you're angry?
Could be.
This thing has been completely dead this whole time. I haven't seen it spike once. Seems like he wants nothing to do with me. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna linger. What the? Okay. I swear to God, I just seen something dart over there. It looked like, I don't even know, like some type of mist or something. Is that you? Are you watching me? Wherever this ghost boy is, he is hiding from me. That's what I think. I think he's hiding right now. And I don't want to pursue him if he doesn't want to be pursued, especially if he's known to be aggressive. Oh, what the Wow, what the hell is that? Is this something on me? I felt like a pinch on my side here.
Oh shit.
It was like right here. I don't know what would have caused it. I can really feel that. Oh. Did you just pinch me? I don't want to jump to conclusions and say that was paranormal, but...
I didn't.
Oh, what the
What the heck is going on?
What the I'm feeling pinching on my sides, on my body, my torso. And I don't like that. I'm grabbing this in case I can book it out of here or something.
Oh my gosh, look.
Why are you pinching me? It's because he wanted me to leave, that's why. All right.
Really?
All right, I'm done. I'm gonna leave you alone. All right, I'm gonna leave. Okay?
I'ma leave.
Dude, that was scary. I felt 2 different pinches on each of my sides. They felt like little fingers too, like little fingers just going like this. I felt violated right there. I'm just gonna leave him alone. After that. All right, just keep your composure. Keep your composure. What the heck was that? Hello?
Hello?
Sure.
Sure.
I thought I heard something coming this way. I hope he's not following me. All right, I'm leaving you alone, okay?
You are?
You don't have to follow me around. Let's just keep thinking more and more about that lady. That lady's story about getting bite marks. I wonder if that's what I felt. I wonder if that was him biting me.
Right?
Oh, dude, I just heard footsteps. Little footsteps coming this way. He is following me. Right now. Oh God. Oh God. I do not know what to do. I suppose get the hell out of here. That's what the... That would be the logical thing to do. But I don't want to leave and chicken out.
He's finally back. Sorry, guys, but...
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Normally child spirits aren't scary, but
No,
I don't know.
they're the scariest.
Something's different about this kid. Just listening more. Alright, well, I'm not hearing him again, so guess I'm just gonna proceed. Oh,
Did you hear that shit? That was crazy.
it's because he wanted me to leave, that's why. Alright. Alright, I'm done. I'm gonna leave you
Oh
alone.
my gosh.
Alright, I'm gonna
You
leave.
should say it again.
Okay? It sounded like a little boy laughing. Dude, that was scary. I felt two different pinches. Oh my goodness. On each of my sides. Stay calm. They felt like little fingers too, like little fingers just going like this. I felt violent. Where the hell he ran to? Right there. I'm just gonna leave him alone. Scared he's gonna run out again. After that. Alright, just keep your composure. I feel like he's gonna keep your composure. What the heck was that? Hello?
Hello?
Sure. I thought I heard something coming this way. I hope he's not following me.
I have indeed.
Alright, I'm leaving you alone, okay?
What the crack, dude?
You don't have to follow me around. I just keep thinking more and more about that lady's story about getting bite marks. I wonder if that's what I felt. I wonder if that was him biting me.
Probably so, dude. Seriously. Let's go.
Oh,
Oh my god.
dude. I just heard footsteps. Little footsteps coming this way. He is following me right now. Oh God. And I do not know what to do. I suppose get the hell out of here. That would be the logical thing to do. But I don't want to leave.
Are you fucking serious,
Chicken out.
dude? Yeah, surely.
Oh,
Huh? Yeah, dude. This is intense. This is crazy. This is... What?
oh, Normally child spirits aren't scary, but I don't know. Something's different about this kid.
Mm-hmm.
Just listening more. Alright, well, I'm not hearing him again, so guess I'm just gonna proceed.
Serious, dude. What the crack?
Oh,
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe you're not showing this. Why the fuck are you not showing this? What the fuck is happening?
it sounded like a little boy laughing.
Yeah, dude. Seriously.
Oh my goodness. Stay calm, Ian. Just stay calm. I don't know where the hell he ran to. I'm scared he's gonna run out again. I feel like he's gonna pop out from anywhere. Where are you? Show yourself, okay? I'm the adult here, so that means you have to listen. Listen to me. I don't know if he's going to. Kind of doubt it.
I know. Dang it.
There he is! He's behind that grave!
Seriously.
Who's that one? Right there, towards the back. That tall one. He's behind there right now. I just saw him peek out.
Can't see shit going on with you. What the crack? Where are you, brother? Oh my gosh. Yeah, things. I've seen them. Like, why the crack
Little
are they
boy.
not showing up?
Could you
Little boy!
show yourself again? I'm gonna look back there and there's gonna be nothing there.
There is something
Okay,
there.
I'm just gonna go and look. Just look behind it. And then I'm gonna get.
I'm trying to figure out how it is. Is it in bed? Is it something else? In bed is embedded. Showing is coming. And no, no, doesn't make any sense. Guess we should just keep on keeping on now. Alright. Alright.
Tonight, I'm going to be venturing a.
No.
Little boy, could you show yourself again? And I'm gonna look back there and there's gonna be nothing there. Okay, I'm just gonna go and look. Just look behind it. And then I'm gonna get the heck out of here because I feel like if I stay here any longer, he's gonna come after me.
So I'm gonna pause this for a second and try to figure out where the fuck is this video. I don't even crockin' understand, but I'll just press
I'm the
play
only
again.
one in this graveyard. So what the hell was that I just
I
saw?
don't know, bro.
It looked like a white little figure just peeking out, just whoosh, from behind the grave. This is where he would have been standing,
Kadoosh.
right here. There's absolutely no one.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. He just seems to not want me here. And I don't want to keep on bothering him if he doesn't want me here. So,
Right?
guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it. Also, be sure to
yes.
subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can also become a member if you'd like to support my ghost hunts. And also comment your thoughts on this place. This place is insane. Guys, take care. I'll see you on the next one.